2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Round 1 of the Ace Championship is about to begin. Good to be with you today. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak and John McCarthy are down on the course. Rich, it's a huge day for our featured player. This is their first taste of the PGA Tour. Think back to your first time on tour. What were you thinking on the first tee?
I was trying not to think about anything because every fiber in my body was racing 1,000 miles per hour. It was overwhelming. It was exciting. It was nerves. It was, I think, every emotion that you can possibly have going through your body at one moment in time was there. But at the end of the day, you're here. You're playing on the PGA Tour. There's nothing better.
Let's take a look at the par 5 second.
Players want to take out any club, driver, 3 wood, whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in 2. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie 4s are always a good score on a hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
This looks right at the pin. Henny, how tricky is this one?
Don't be fooled. It starts straight, but there's definite movement to the right at the end.
Wow. This one is 5 feet away.
A good look at par here.
And after that, he remains at even par. The tee shot at 3.
Just one bunker surrounds the screen. A difficult par 3 to say the least.
This is a 5-iron. Not a bad shot right there. This one a good distance away.
Looks pretty good.
This one is gonna go. And we're on the tee of the par 4 4th hole.
Par 4 measuring 298 yards. Will the players give it a go or not? Let's find out.
Okay, green side, a chance to get up and down. A chance to save par. Let's check in with Henny.
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
That looked good for a while. And now this putt for bogey. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1.
The 5th at TPC Boston, the most important shot, probably the first one.
Yes, you have to find the fairway here, and it's sometimes not driver. There is a run out on the fairway, but from there, you got a pretty easy, straightforward second shot to a long, narrow green, just that one deep bunker on the left-hand side that could cause some issues.
This is a fairly lengthy putt here. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Head of house. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right.
Now 3 strokes back after that hole. The 6th, the TPC Boston, another par 4 as well, and position off the tee critical.
The bunkers down the right-hand side, only a 3-wood to get to those, but you take out the driver, all of a sudden that water down the left-hand side lurks. From there, you have a green that sits above you just a slight bit. Water still comes into play, especially when they put that pin front left.
Just missing the birdie there. That's a shame. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost.
Opportunity lost, and one they needed to take advantage of, sitting just 2 back of the lead.
Teeing off now on this par 5.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in 2. Find the fairway, and then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
All right, the putter can come out now. He has this putt to move into the top 5.
Starts off looking good.
Well, a par would look really good on the scorecard right now. Let's take a look at the leaderboard, and he is currently in a tie for 8th. Over to number 8, it's a par 3.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
This putt is from 16 feet away.
This is huge for momentum. Gotta try and hold this. This for par.
Too much power on that stroke. Not enough pace on that one. Okay, finishing up here. As we move on to the next, he falls to 3 over par for the event.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
We're at the 9th. It's a par 4.
This is a really good driving hole. Only the longest in the game are going to carry the bunkers down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right-hand side. You leave yourself a little bit longer second shot than maybe you'd like, but this is a very inviting green. This is a really good birdie opportunity to finish off the front 9.
A putt from 9 feet. He is moving up the leaderboard as we move on to the next hole. A par 4 here.
The driver not necessary. See a lot of players taking long iron, maybe even a fairway metal. Second shot goes to a green that runs from front right to back left. Back left is the most difficult of all the pin positions on this par 4.
This is on a fantastic line. Phenomenal! You've got to be kidding me.
Wow, what can you say? Holing it out from the fairway. Every player loves that feeling. What a shot indeed.
And he moves to even par for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Love the 11th hole here at TPC Boston, Rich. It's a great par 3.
Yeah, it's long in length, but you also have a massive, massive green complex there up in the distance. The green does run a little bit from left to right and from back to front, but the design of this hole, long hole, massive green, is a fantastic feature of it.
John, have you got a good read on this one?
It looks like this one will turn a bit to the left.
That one went by with a bit of speed, didn't it? Yeah, it's just about 3 feet away.
This one is for par.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Some of the most noticeable improvements at TPC Boston in the redesign by Gil Hance starts here at the par 4 12th.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least.
And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. The 13th's another par 4, but you're working back up the hill.
Tee shot is uphill to a blind landing area. Green is surrounded by some deep bunkers. However, you miss all those, you find the surface in 2, and you're going to have a pretty decent look at a birdie 3.
Opting for the 9-iron. Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This is looking to be 35 foot.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. And this next putt, it's for bogey. Currently at +1 for the tournament. The 14th hole at TPC Boston. Rich, your eyes would be lighting up on the tee here.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
Lining up from around 160 yards. 2 strokes off the lead. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. An opportunity to make a par here. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert?
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4.
Par 4, 421 yards, a seemingly simple par 4.
Target practice with these approach shots, just like that.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
That was just offline. Okay, we're done with that hole. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a 1-shot lead. Here's the par 3 16th hole.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
Looks like it's going left to right on this putt.
That putt goes in. Time to make a move. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1. The 17th hole is a par 4.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
4 feet to the cup. As we take a look at the leaderboard, we show you our featured player is in a tie for 10th.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Here's the second at 18. This is dicey, to say the least. Wow, imagine that. It was so close. This putt to move into a tie for 4th. This should turn back to the right. 3 feet left. And a nice way to finish with a par on the closing hole. fantastic round in the books, and as we take a look at the leaderboard, he has a share of the lead. Well, that's it for today. On behalf of Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire crew here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long. We'll see you next time. Get set for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Round 2 of the Ace Championship is about to begin. I'm Andrew Catalan, glad to have you back with us. And Rich, as we dig into this second round, our featured player is leading the pack as the round begins.
He's got a one-stroke lead heading into this round, and it'll be fun to watch to see if he can't hold off the nerves and the rest of the pack to claim victory.
Let's go out to the first hole. This one looking pretty good off the tee. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday, Rich.
Yes, and let's hope it's not as similar results as yesterday.
This could be a big moment, trying to save par. Good looking stroke right here. And it drops in. Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Yeah, you miss those bunkers on the right-hand side and put yourself in good position down the fairway. Now you got a decision to make. Do I go for it or do I bail out to the left-hand side and give myself a really good opportunity to get it up and down? This green can be really difficult to find. It's got a lot of undulation to it and a lot of water. However, you get the second shot right, and all of a sudden that third shot becomes a lot easier, and birdies are easy to come by.
Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out. Currently in first place. This is a hybrid. Okay, nothing spectacular, but safe. All right, a longer putt remains. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
A tricky little slider here, downhill, moving to the left.
Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. Here's a look at the tee of the par 4 fourth.
Almost every player in the field will be going for this green. Where do you hit it? Front right part of the green is the perfect target. Missing it to the left in the bunker or long and right. That is not good.
Time now for the third. And currently on top by 2. After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard.
We have a par 4 on this one.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Oh, just snuck over the edge there. An opportunity for a birdie here. And he holds another one. And he's building quite a sizable lead here.
And not giving the field a chance to breathe whatsoever.
Wow, that was just striped. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 170 yards.
Well, that'll work there. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This one to save par.
And as we check the standings, our featured player is ahead by 3.
Teeing off here on the 7th.
Par 5, 600 yards straight away. Wanting to make birdies, but par is a good number.
You know, Andrew, I think he's going to go for this one.
A look at the lie in the greenside rough. And the mindset now is to get up and down from here. How about that? What a chip shot.
Nothing like it. Good stuff.
And he improves his score to 2 under par for the event. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 3.
For a long par 3, you've got to figure out how to hit something high and soft to hold this green. For whatever reason, this green decides to repel golf balls instead of accept them in. I think it's made out of Gore-Tex because there is nothing soft about this green. This is one of the most difficult ones on the golf course.
Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is up by 4 shots. Wow, he's going to like that one.
In this wind, what that says to me is he struck that good.
That was close. This putt is for par. As we move on to the next hole, the lead is at 4. We begin the second 9 with a par 4.
Par 4 straight away. A hole that is simple and difficult all in the same breath.
I think he likes that one. This one's going right there. 16 feet to the cup.
This is to make a deposit in the birdie account.
And a tap in left for par. And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard.
Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. And if this can go down, he'll save par. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck.
Handy effort, that one. This shot here near the 200-yard marker. Well, this one's going right at the flag. Lining this one out from a fair ways.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
A par putt awaits. So close. And this one will be for bogey. And with that, he moves up to even par. Welcome to the par 4 13th hole.
Tee shot up the hill to a blind landing area. Second shot is to a green that is surrounded by a cavern of bunkers. If you miss all those and find the green in 2, then you'll have a decent look at a birdie 3.
18 feet to the cup. That's disappointing. And this one is for his par. So no movement there. He stays at even with the card. We've arrived at the par 4 14th hole.
Par 4 sweeping from right to left down the hill. This is a challenging hole.
That's a good-looking shot there. Just 10 feet to the cup here. And so close to the birdie. What a shame. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole.
And now teeing off on a par 4.
Par 4. And a fun little par 4 at that, just 421 yards from the back. Fairly generous fairway, but a green that can provide some entertainment as there's some different swales in the green, and your golf ball can go a-wandering if you're not careful.
Absolutely tattooed that drive.
The second at 15. That's a great position to be in after that approach.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
A par putt and moving on to the next. Now to 16. It's a par 3.
Par 3. I don't need to mention the one on the left-hand side. It speaks for itself.
That's a misfire there.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
And it goes in. What a chip right there.
Chip in for birdie. That's always a nice feeling.
Let's take a look at how things stand. Our featured player is ahead by 4. This looks like a really strong tee shot. Let's go down to Henny.
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
9 feet to the cup.
This for back-to-back birdies.
That one comes up short. A par putt tap in. And after that hole, our featured player is still atop the leaderboard. Out to the 18th tee.
Players will be thinking birdie, but 6s and 7s will come along if you're not careful.
I think this one will find the fairway quite easily. Sitting at 1 under.
He is taking this on.
Oh, that looked good. On the green, but a ways to go. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
This putt should take a pretty hard break to the right.
This putt from 4 feet. And the finishing touch on a busy day on the course. What a wonderful day for our featured player sitting atop the leaderboard.
2 down, 2 to go. This is where it gets fun.
So that will do it for today. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Time now for third-round coverage of the Ace Championship. Hi again, everyone. Andrew Catalon here. Pleased to have you with us today. Our featured player is at even par as we begin today's coverage. Let's get down to the first hole.
This is full send.
Second shot here on the first. Here's the third shot. A par putt coming up. Henny is greenside.
He's looking at 20 foot. This will be a good putt to hole.
Oh, I thought that was going down. 5 feet remain. Opening hole bogey. That's something I'm used to.
Not a great start right there, but plenty of holes left in the round.
Here's a look at the par 5 second.
Players looking to make 4 here, but never disappointed with a par 5.
That's a good one to build momentum on.
It's a green seeker. Yeah, good job. This wind is getting up out here.
The putt goes in for birdie, and what a great job to get that shot back from the previous hole.
Setting the tone early in this round.
A birdie putt coming up. This could be a big one. Well done from back there. 5 feet to the cup. No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. This tee shot is looking good so far. That's a really nice shot. Well, this would be really nice to get a birdie opportunity. Just too long on that one. Moving along. Getting set for the next hole. A quick look at the leaderboard, and it's a 4-shot advantage for our leader.
This shot is about 140 yards out. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Or a 9-foot chance here.
This is such a great opportunity for birdie.
Seems to be some sort of a mission he's on today.
Fantastic start right out of the gate.
Our featured player leads by 5 strokes as we head to the next hole. That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Well, this would be a familiar spot. Rich, it looks like the same one as yesterday.
Let's not think about what happened here yesterday with this next shot. It wasn't very good.
Well, I don't mind this par putt. Never up, never in. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole.
Time for the tee shot at the par 5.
For those that find the fairway, missing that fairway bunker in the middle layup zone wise, not a problem. If you hit in the rough, uh-oh, we got issues now. Put yourself in position for your third with a good third shot. You can control the spin to a green that sits up above you just slightly. Still a wonderful birdie opportunity, even if you can't reach it in 2.
This is a tricky putt. This putt starts on a good line. And a tap in as we move on to the next hole. Over to number 8. It's a par 3.
Par 3, bunkers left and right. Not an easy par 3, to say the least.
The club choice is a 6-iron. John, your greenside. What do you see in this putt?
I think this one is going to move to the left.
This putt is from 9 feet away. Here's a bogey putt. Yikes, a double bogey for our leader. As we move on to the next hole, the lead is at 4. This shot is about 130 yards from the hole. 4 shots clear of the field. Yeah, I like that. That's okay there. That's a safe shot.
Starting out to the left here. This is going to come back.
This putt from 3 feet away. Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. That is a massive drive. What an aggressive play. This has a chance. Henny, how challenging is this putt?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
A birdie would look really nice on the scorecard. Before we move on to the next hole, we show you that our leader is up by 6.
Opting for the 5-wood. Well, got some sort of streak going on here. Greens in regulation. What a statistic.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. This shot from around the 200-yard marker. Found the green side rough. Still, not a bad spot. If he makes this, he'll save his par. What's that say? The old adage in golf, never up, never in. Sitting at 1 over for the event. 2 great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
Par 4 back up the hill, 447 yards. This is an adventure-filled par 4.
That was a beauty. Hasn't managed to birdie this hole this week. And that putt will end up short. And that should secure the par on this one. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. On the tee now, the par 4 14th hole.
Nothing out there except for fairway, fairway, and more fairway. Tee it high, let it fly, because this hole is long. Second shot will play about a half a club downhill to a green that chases away from you ever so slightly. Be wary of that right hand pin position. That can be mean.
Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. Currently at +1 for the tournament.
Teeing off here on the 15th.
Par 4, 421 yards. A lot of fun can be had here, but be careful of the green. It'll get you if you're not careful.
This is pitching wedge on the way. Wow, you gotta love that shot here at 15, and a birdie chance is on the way.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
The club choice is a 6-iron. This one is 13 feet out.
This for a birdie run.
That one drops. Let's move on to the next hole, but before we do, he is up by 7 shots on the leaderboard. This hole is a par 4.
Just take your tee shot, and if you want to, lay it up down the right-hand side. It's a pretty simple second shot. Big hitters might think about trying to take on the dogleg. No need, though. This green sits down below the second shot, down below the fairway, right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of it, they buried a snowman. The base of a snowman, a big lump right in the middle of it. It's a fantastic feature.
We close out the back 9 with a par 5.
A speed slot down the left-hand side. Go ahead and try and find that one from there. You're going to have just a long iron, maybe a hybrid for your second shot. Got to be mindful of that ravine short of the green. You initially want to bail out to the left-hand side, but the further left you go, the harder that chip shot becomes.
Not shy about that shot on the par 5 and 2.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Henny, how tough will this putt be?
You know, I've been prowling around. It's definitely uphill and moving to the right-hand side.
6 feet to the hole. That was on a pretty good line, but does not get to the hole. And the day finishes with a tap-in on 18. 18 holes remain, and wow, there is a lot at stake tomorrow.
Always good to be out in first place. That means you can afford to make a mistake tomorrow, but you don't want to make too many of them with the chasing back and lurking behind.
We had so much fun out there today. Thank you for joining us. For all of us at 2K Sports, we'll see you soon.